All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. All right. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday out there, man. We all know the NFL season is hopping and popping. It's cooking and booking. I don't even think they go together. But, and when I say season, meaning training camp, the Eagles play the Patriots tonight. I'm going to be paying attention to that game. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Cowboy fan, so I got to kind of scout the competition, see what they looking like over there. All right. But real quick, man, we got to talk about these Cowboys for a minute here, man, because all right, let's just talk. So an article came out today by David Hellman about Amari Cooper. Now, if you follow this channel, you know I'm not the biggest Amari Cooper fan. But he makes some interesting points, but I got something to say about it, man. So let's read the article. And we're gonna go from there. From the first time I got the chance to talk to Amari Cooper, I found him extremely relatable. On the surface, that felt like one of the stupidest sentences I've ever written. Amari Cooper is one of the best football players walking this planet, a star receiver who has excelled at every level he's reached. He's a college All-American, a national champion, a top 10 NFL draft pick. He's currently a 4-time Pro Bowl, playing on a $100 million contract. And David Hellman going to talk about how his athleticism peaked at 11 and blah, 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 blah. Yet there's something that's really resonates with me about Cowboys' most established receiver, who's calm and quiet to me, doesn't exactly match the mental image we'll associate with a number one wide receiver. Stop right there. I don't know who he's referring to here, because me personally, I don't see a number one wide receiver and expect them to be a diva. And I get it, there are some out there that's like that, but that's not what I expect. So I'm gonna read some more. I got something to say on this. This was all thrown into focus on Tuesday afternoon when Cooper met with media on the loading dock to the Cowboy indoor practice facility. A surreal twist in the time when the COVID-19 protocols had forced us to look for spacious outdoor, blah, 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 blah. All right. It was there that Cooper, his voice barely audible over the loud beeps and bumps of loading dock life, got into a discussion about personality types, emotion, and his reputation as a quiet player. That's just my personality. I can't change that. I used to be really shy. Like in middle school, I'm not as shy. I'm still introverted, but I wouldn't say shy. All right. And then he go on to a very interesting part here. So apparently, defensive end Brandon Graham from the Philadelphia Eagles during the last year game said Cooper looked checked out during the Cowboys' 23-9 loss to the Eagles at Financial Field in November. It was just so funny because he did say something to me when they were winning. He was chirping. I looked at him and I walked back to the huddle, which I usually do if someone is talking trash. I don't really get into that. I just play. No, I got no problem with that. But because we were losing it, because Dak was hurt, because they were winning, he felt like, oh, I talked trash to him and he didn't say anything. He just walked back, huddle. He must be out of it. In reality, that's just Cooper. Arguably the most memorable moment as a Cowboy came in December 2018 when he torched the Eagle for 217 yards in an overtime win, a placid expression on his face the whole time. First of all, his most memorable moment is a overtime win against Philadelphia 2018. Oh, that says something right there. I think since I've been here, I may have lost once or twice to Philly. We beat them more than they beat us, blah, blah, blah. But if I was there, I wouldn't have said anything then. So let me say this. It's a narrative. It's a new narrative about Amari Cooper that's starting now. Now it's, oh, well, he just quiet, so people think he's not into the game, or people just underestimate him because he's quiet. He's just still a. Let me tell y'all something. No, that got nothing to do with it. Stop it. Nobody said something. Nobody cares because he's a quiet receiver. That got nothing to do with it. The problem is Amari Cooper don't show up when you need him to show up, when it matters most. Because I don't care if he's quiet or talk smack. Jason Garrett still had to pull him out of a game for just not competing. Like, you look at the games like last year when they had a chance to get into the playoffs, he show up with 41 yards. Like, come on, stop. Let's not start this already. Trying to make excuses for Amari Cooper, the $20 million man who won't even be number one receiver by the end of this year, in my opinion. Like, I'm nobody knocking his talent. I question his desire for the game. I really do. Maybe I'm a loner in that. But this narrative of people just pick on Cooper because he's quiet. No, nobody just pick on. Hell, I don't hear Michael Gallup talking a lot either, but nobody's picking on him. Like, it's just when you need him the most, he's not there. And having to be pulled out of a game when the game is on the line because you're not performing by Jason Garrett of all people, that says a lot. So no, it has nothing to do with him being quiet. Let's stop this narrative. I don't care if he don't say another word. I just perform when they need you at your most. When they need you the most is when you need to perform. It's easy to perform when everything is good and quiet and everything is just moving as it's supposed to be. That okay, no pressure on. But if you're gonna tell me his most memorable performance is a game that was against Philly that had very little playoff implications, but he won in overtime. Okay, I get it. It was a division rival. He played well in that game. Great. But I need a $20 million receiver. I need to hear, man, you heard what he did in the playoffs? Or he had this game? Or did you hear about? No. You'll get none of that from Amari. So my issue with Amari is I just have not seen him step up when they need him most. So I'm starting to see this new narrative. Well, Amari Cooper's not that bad. Or Amari Cooper don't get this or that. Or he don't get properly criticized. No. People ain't nobody picking on him because he's quiet. People picking on him for lack of performance. That's what they're picking on him for. When they need him most, hold on, baby. When you need him most, he don't perform. That's where that's coming from. No one is picking on him because he's quiet and don't say. I can give 2 cares if you don't talk. That's fine. I'm cool with that. But to actually say that, for people to actually start this narrative of he got 1,000 yards. Great. He's a 1,000-yard receiver. Great. But those 1,000 yards ain't, what has it got you? Give me a receiver. I tell you what, I'll take the receiver that can get me 600 or 800 yards a year, but he can get them touchdowns. He's scoring touchdowns when needed. Give me that receiver. I'm not a big Amari Cooper fan. I'm not going to pretend to be, but it's not because he's quiet. It's because when you need him most, he don't show up. That's my opinion. All right. That's how I feel about that. None against. I hope he proves me wrong this year. I hope this year is the year that he proves me wrong. We'll see. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, man, you guys be great.